Question 8, Alex Cole-Hamilton.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. To ask the Scottish Government what its position is on the prescription of cannabis-derived therapies on the NHS.
Cabinet Secretary Shona Robertson.
Regulation for the licensing, safety and efficacy of medicines is currently reserved to the UK Government and is the responsibility of the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, who operate on a UK-wide basis. All medicinal products must be fully tested and researched before they can be licensed by either the MHRA or the European Medicines Agency. If a pharmaceutical company obtains such a licence, then it would be for them to make a submission to the Scottish Medicines Consortium requesting that the medicine be considered for routine or restricted use in NHS Scotland.
Alex Cole-Hamilton.
I'm very grateful to the Cabinet Secretary for that answer. My constituent Murray Gray suffers many violent seizures every single day due to a rare form of epilepsy. He is just 5 years old. The only relief that could be afforded to Murray is in the properties of the cannabis derivative cannabidiol, also known as CBD. It is legal but not currently available on the NHS for the reasons outlined by the Cabinet Secretary. His mother Karen is willing to procure and administer it herself, but wants medical support and advice to do this safely. Will the Cabinet Secretary work with NHS Scotland to permit the family's neurologist to support the family in the safe use of this therapy? And will she agree to meet with Karen and myself to discuss the wider issues around Murray's situation?
Cabinet Secretary.
Well, I have every sympathy for Murray Gray and his family, and of course I would be happy to meet with him. But I see in an article that the member gave to the Scotsman on the 22nd of March that he says the Scottish Government and NHS Scotland won't approve a licence for its use. Now, I hope in my first answer I've made it clear to Alex Cole-Hamilton that it's not the Scottish Government or the NHS that approves licences for use of such products. He's simply wrong in that. Under the terms of the current UK-wide regulations, manufacturers of medicinal products must have a licence for their medicine before it can be placed on the market in the UK for good safety reasons. Currently, there are no cannabidiol products which have obtained a licence. At this moment, Sativex is the only medicine containing cannabis extracts which has been granted a licence for use in the UK. In order for it to be made available on the NHS in Scotland, a submission has to be made to the SMC, as I said in my first answer. A decision on whether to make a submission is entirely one for the company, and they have so far chosen not to do so. Very happy to continue a dialogue with the member, but it's important that we get the facts straight about where licences are issued from, and it's not from the Scottish Government and it's not from the NHS in Scotland. Happy to meet and happy to meet the family to discuss it further.